Hey guys, let's start the 59th episode of Daily Football News and know what has happened in the past 24 hours. Koeman talked about Dembele's future. Why is Pulisic called Captain America? Is Laporta's project moving forward? Why do legends line up to greet Ronaldinho? Let's quickly find out all of these in this video. Before starting this video, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon. So at first, without a delay, let's get to know some main news of the day. Ronald Koeman admits Ousmane Dembele's situation at Barcelona is complicated, with transfer talk continuing to rage around a winger that has entered the final year of his contract. No fresh terms have been agreed, though, and the 24-year-old France international is now nursing a knee injury picked up at Euro 2020 that is set to delay his start to the 2021-2022 campaign. Barca boss Koeman concedes that things are far from ideal when it comes to Dembele's future, telling the club's official website, "I am very disappointed with his injury. Also, the situation with his contract is complicated. It is a pity for himself and for us. He brought us a lot last year, different from what we have. I hope he can come back soon." Many of the Frenchman's suitors appear to be in the Premier League, with plenty of English sides seeing big money moves mooted. That could play into Barcelona's hands if no obvious landing spot materializes. Christian Pulisic may not like it, but his nickname of Captain America has certainly stuck. Since making his professional debut for Dortmund on January 30th, Pulisic has carried the hopes of the U.S. men's national team on his shoulders. Arguably, as the most talented U.S. MNT player ever, he has been dubbed Captain America, named after the famous Marvel Comics character. Since moving to Chelsea for €57.6 million, the attention on the winger has only intensified. The name Captain America has been known to be used in the dressing room environment, having also been used by written media for some time. Despite the popular usage, Pulisic doesn't like the nickname Captain America. "I'm not a big fan of being called that, to be honest, especially by my teammates," Pulisic told GQ. United States women's national team star Alex Morgan is raring to compete at the Olympics after giving birth to her first child. She welcomed her new daughter Charlie into the world a month later, and is now in peak condition ahead of the rearranged women's football tournament, which is due to kick off on July 21st. It's a strange thing and it's hard to explain because I don't necessarily feel I've put in more work in the gym or in training. But I do feel a change in my body, and it's a change for the better. I feel very good right now. There are little things that I want to work on, but there are also things I've done well to improve on even from before getting pregnant. I'm in a very good place, both personally and with the team, and I'm looking forward to getting back to a major tournament after that huge success we had in 2019. It's also been 9 years since we made it to the top of the Olympic podium in 2012, so most of this team haven't experienced success at this tournament. That's an extra motivation. It has been 134 days since Joan Laporta won the Barcelona presidential election, and it is clear to see that his project is starting to take shape. From the start, he was prepared to wait until the end of the season to get to work, and he has done just that this summer, as he is starting to bring about the enormous change that is required at the Camp Nou. The first major step was to gain the support of the club's members to approve a €525 million debt refinance proposal from Goldman Sachs, and by the end of June, he had done so. Now, Laporta is facing the next key stage of his project, in the form of reducing the club's wage bill, which has become a matter of survival for the club. Barcelona knows that it is vital to reduce the salaries of current players significantly, which would be in the form of a general salary reduction of between 10 and 15%. Although Laporta would like Barcelona to be in the Super League, he is leaving a decision to be made by the other members. As former greats of Real Madrid and Barcelona prepare for the El Clasico Legends match in Tel Aviv on Tuesday, players from both sides showed their admiration for Ronaldinho in the build-up to the match. During Monday's press conference ahead of the exciting exhibition match, the Brazilian legend was greeted warmly by a host of his former teammates and rivals, such as Deco, Luis Figo, Iker Casillas and Roberto Carlos. While certain players have played for both sides, such as Luis Figo, Luis Milla, Alfonso Perez, Javier Ceballos, Miguel Soler and Dani Garcia. The former three are set to play for Real Madrid, while the latter trio will play for the Blaugrana. Iker Casillas will be the guest of honor as part of his new role as ambassador of the Real Madrid Foundation, following his retirement from football 2 years ago. Now we move on to some interesting news of the day. Manchester United midfielder Donny van de Beek is back on Barcelona's recruitment radar, claims Mundo Deportivo. The Netherlands international midfielder has struggled for game time at Old Trafford and may be targeted by the Blaugrana once they have their finances in order. Brighton will look to replace Arsenal-bound Ben White with Liverpool defender Nat Phillips, claims TalkSport. The Seagulls are about to find themselves one centre-half down, but a proven Premier League performer could be lured away from Anfield. Blues have Holland alternatives in mind. Chelsea are lining up a move for Stuttgart striker Sasa Kalajdzic, claims The Athletic. The Blues have been heavily linked with Borussia Dortmund star Erling Haaland, but cheaper alternatives are also being considered. Napoli have, according to Gazzetta dello Sport, knocked back a €30 million bid from Manchester United for Kalidou Koulibaly. The Senegalese centre-half has seen a move to England mooted for some time and is said to be keen on embracing a Premier League challenge. Mallorca midfielder Luca Romero is set for a move to Lazio, according to Calcio Mercato. The man once known as the Mexican Messi will undergo a medical with the Italian club before being unveiled at Stadio Olimpico later this week. Lazio will only have to pay a small compensation fee for Romero, who became the youngest player in La Liga history last season, due to the fact he does not have a professional contract with Mallorca. Milan are willing to listen to offers for Italian defender Andrea Conti, according to Calcio Mercato. Genoa and Sampdoria have both been strongly linked with the 27-year-old, who is available for around €5 million. Conti was restricted to just 11 Serie A appearances for Milan last season and only has 12 months left to run on his current deal. German striker could be sold to fund Haaland's bid. Chelsea are ready to offload Timo Werner in the summer transfer window, according to Sky Germany. The Blues have been asking around a number of top European clubs to find a potential suitor for the 25-year-old, who struggled in his first season at Stamford Bridge. Should Werner be sold, Chelsea are planning to use the money to fund their pursuit of Borussia Dortmund frontman Erling Haaland. Arsenal have put Alexander Lacazette on their transfer list, according to the Mirror. The Gunners want to get the French striker off their books to raise funds for further new signings. Lacazette, who has previously been linked with Atletico Madrid, has just entered the last year of his contract. Red Devils set to formalize interest in French defender. Manchester United are preparing to submit an opening bid for Real Madrid star Raphael Varane, according to the Daily Mail. The French defender is eager to embark on a new challenge in the Premier League, having yet to accept Real's offer of a contract extension. The Blancos could cash in on Varane before he becomes a free agent in 2022, with United set to offer him terms at Old Trafford until 2026. Real Sociedad are closing in on a loan deal for Real Madrid winger Takefusa Kubo. According to AS, the Blancos are open to sending the Japan international to the Anoda to continue his development. Kubo, who took in loan spells at Villarreal and Mallorca last term, is due to feature for his country at the Olympic Games later this week. Premier League rivals battle for Atletico star. Manchester United have edged ahead of arch-rivals Liverpool in the race for Atletico Madrid midfielder Saul Niguez, reports Mundo Deportivo. The Spain international has been linked with the Red Devils for some time, and interest is being stepped up at Old Trafford as talks are held with its representatives. Juventus are being priced out of a move for Manchester City striker Gabriel Jesus, claims Calcio Mercato. The Brazilian is of interest to the Soraya Giants, but not at €43 million. Tottenham are, according to El Equipe, one of the sides mulling over a move for Marcus Thuram. The 23-year-old forward, who is the son of World Cup winner Lilian, is currently in Germany with Borussia Mönchengladbach. Manchester United defender Diogo Dalot is attracting plenty of interest, with The Athletic reporting that Everton are another of his admirers. The versatile Portuguese spent last season on loan at AC Milan and remains down the pecking order at Old Trafford. French defender Clement Lenglet is eager to stay at Barcelona, as Calcio Mercato reports. The 26-year-old has been strongly linked with a loan move to the Premier League, with Everton and West Ham having already submitted formal offers. However, Lenglet would prefer to remain at Barca and fight for his place in Ronald Koeman's starting 11. Liverpool are making no progress in talks with Jordan Henderson over a contract extension, according to The Athletic. The Reds' captain's current deal is due to expire in 2023. But the club's owners, Fenway Sports Group, are prioritizing more pressing issues with the squad. Henderson's future is now somewhat up in the air, with Paris Saint-Germain and Atletico Madrid thought to be keeping a close eye on the situation. This was the end for our 59th episode. We will be back with more interesting news and transfer rumors tomorrow. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon.